Okay, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, the 15th of October, 2019. This is the sock I'm going to make. I'm going to make its pair. Let me go through my plan with you. This is sock number 129 for me. I'm going to make it a pull tab sock. That's what this is called, a little pull tab. See, it's got a little tab. To do that, I'm going to use my green yarn, 10 rows. Then I do my little pull tab. It's just like doing a little heel, a teeny tiny heel, 10 more rows, then I hang my hen. Then I'm going to change yarn, 15 rows, change it again for the heel. I do a round, deep heel, which means it's +3 past my 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock mark. Back to my gray yarn, which is Hue Loco. 75 foot rows, change it to green. I usually do that about 5 rows before. Actually, I don't know when I did it. Let's see. Was it 5 rows? I might have to change it sooner because I'm running low on my Hue Loco run. Then I'm going to do my toe. So that's the plan, and this is what it will look like when it's done. Let's get to it. I'm listening to Radiohead on my headphones. So if you hear ever so slight, teeny tiny music, that's what it is. Let's get to it. I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize in advance for coughing and hacking and blowing my nose. Turn on the Radiohead. If anyone has suggestions for some royalty-free music I could listen to while I do these videos, I'd appreciate it. Because I'm lazy, I don't want to go look myself. Let's get this bad boy knitting. I have inadvertently put my camera in the way of my crank, so I gotta adjust here a minute. There we go. That's better. Stopping, I'm waiting for my latch to close right before my 3 o'clock mark. This is the same waste yarn I used for the other sock. I just pull it out on the floor and then reuse it. Ravel cord. Aunt Lydia's number 10 crochet cotton. I just use the same strand over and over again. Shouldn't have made my first tail that long, but oh well, that's enough. It'll be fine. Now, what am I doing? Green yarn. This is Andromeda hand-dyed sock yarn. And the name is Pining for You. She's a Colorado gal. Let's get my soft weight in here. It's a 3-pounder, I think. Heel spring on, and I'm going to add black lycra. I'm on row 2, right? Yeah, I'm on row 2. 1, 2. Time for my pull tab. I just use my heel marks here. These I've marked the last 4 needles of my heel. I just use those. It's already marked and everything. For my pull tab. Toss a heel fork on there. For this mini tab, I really kind of pull down on my heel fork because there's so little needles that it needs it. Let's have a look. This is my suicide heel. Instead of wrapping the strand in the back, I lower the needle so the latch sits right on top, and it's going to wrap it for me. Check that out. Nice. And once again, my camera is in the way of my crank. Let's just go back. That wrap is called the suicide wrap. It'd be risky. It's a little risky if your yarn carrier is too far away. You'll drop a stitch and then you'll cry. Source, I have cried when I dropped a stitch. That's my last needle. Reset my counter. Check my plan. I am now doing 10 more rows. I gotta hang my hem. For a second I thought it was on the pre-heel, but no. No, Amy. You're not on the pre-heel yet. 10 more rows. Okay, weight off. My setup bonnet opens up at the bottom. I'll show you. This is my other setup bonnet. See, it's got ties. I don't even have to tie it. I just pull it and it stays shut. Okay, time to hang my hem. All those ends were a little loose, so it made a kind of saggy and holy. So I'm just going to tighten everything up. These first few especially, I want to do a couple before I let go of my fabric, or it'll just, distributes the weight. Now that's plenty. Now I can let go, kind of get organized. And let's zoom in because this is fun. I love hanging hems. Sorry for the yarn. Yeah, that's not going to work. There we go. cat's trying to get in. I locked him out. He's a real pain in the butt sometimes. I didn't want to deal with him this morning. He's a very cute pain in the butt. Oy. Shouldn't have held that yarn quite so tight on that first row. These stitches are a little on the tight side. Should have just let it go. Would have made this a little easier. I'm going to try something. I'm going to take my tail and wind it around, weave it in. That's just for a second. I'm going to try to hide it inside here, although I think it'll be loose. Don't think it's going to work. But if I could hide it inside the hem, then I don't have to do anything with that end when it's off the machine. That would be nice. But now that I think about it, I think it'll be loose. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I guess the time is now. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back one. I don't think this is going to work. I'm not going to worry about this. Do it after. It would work, but it would be loose. And the tail would be hidden inside. There's no way to pull it snug, so. Nice idea. But ultimately, it won't work. This one here can be tricky. So I'm going to show you the close-up. This is my last needle right here. This one is easy to find, right? But that last needle is always tricky. So what you do is you take your waste yarn, or in my case, ravel cord, and you pull, and it's connected to that last stitch. It's right here. That's how you find it. If you're like, where did it go? Ah! That's how you find it. Let's get to cranking. Ooh, I gotta change yarns. Don't forget, Amy. Let's do it now. Now, I always use my heel spring on, so I hold this. This was my old yarn. I hold it snug. until the new yarn gets knit, and then I put my heel spring on for the new yarn. What's happening? Okay, it's just a little tough. All right, reset my counter. Okay, 15 rows now for my pre-heel. Okay. Let's double check here. Pre-heel, 15 rows. Heel springs on. I'm using the right yarn. Okay, I'm good. Changing yarn. I'm going to lift some needles too, so I know what I'm doing. Now, I don't know if I got enough of this yarn left to do the whole sock. I guess we'll see. This is how much I have left. So after this heel is done, I have to get 70-ish rows out of this. But if I run out, I'll just switch to green earlier. No biggie. They'll be eccentric socks, which are fun. I like socks that are not exactly perfect matchy-matchy socks, so. Time for my heel. Heel forks, toe pick. The one I use in the middle is 10 ounces. And then the ones I use for the sides are 8 ounces. I much prefer them over a V-fork. I could never get the hang of that thing. Okay. Now we just lift one needle at a time until we get down to my target needles. And I really keep a hold of my weights under my machine. I hold them and I kind of pull on them sometimes. And I'm constantly watching whether that stitch is riding up, which it is. So I'm moving my heel forks up. I highly recommend Radiohead In Rainbows album. It's so calm. Gets me into just the right sort of zen state. Now I'm on my target needles. I'm doing 2 at a time. 2 at a time. 2 at a time. 2 at a time. I'm gonna move my forks one last time. Ah! Pick, attack. Try to escape. Make its bid for freedom. Come back here. All right, I'm going to lower them 2 at a time. Same thing, I'm doing that suicide wrap. 2 down. 2 down. 2 down. 1 down. 1 down. It looks like I'm going fast, but I'm watching like a hawk. Plus, I gotta get finished with this sock because my husband's at the dentist, and after he gets home, I gotta take him to work. So, time to quit lollygagging. Focus, Amy. Get this sock done. Oh, that latch flipped up. That would have been a disaster. Don't lollygag, but also don't make dumb mistakes. Last needle. I'm going to lower that guy down, and I'm going to wrap it behind it and its little standing neighbor here, and that keeps a hole from forming at the corner. Same thing over here. Just like that. Stop in front, change yarn. Have a lovely sip from my coffee. It's good stuff. Look, there's not much left. I hope I get 75 rows out of that, or 70-ish rows out of that. I guess we shall see. Heel spring on. Oh, what am I doing? These got to go down. Make sure they're all open. Reset my counter. Off we go. Now we're going to the races. Now we're off to the races. Ah, my heel spring. It went all kerfluffle. Get back here. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. Okay. Looks like it just barely popped out of place. It'll be fine. All right, I'm going to head to 70 rows. Let's get that out of there. Making sure everything is just flowing nice and freely. Okay. Can you see it? You see it over here? Watch, see, let's see how far I get. Yee-hoo. It's always more than I think it will be. I always think, oh, I'm not going to run out, I'm going to run out, and then I always have extra. So maybe I'm just overreacting. But that looks scarily low. 45 rows. Will she make it? Oh, yarn chicken. Woo-ha! 50. I'm going to make it. 60. Only 10 rows left. Yeah, I'm going to make it. Look at that, I made it. See, I always do this. I freak out, and it's totally fine. In fact, I'm going to look and see how many, when did I change the yarn? I don't know if you can tell the green from the gray on this video, but let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I changed it this right here, 70 rows. Let's do it. This yarn is all done though, that's for sure. I don't think I could even work 2 toes out of that. A little bit left. There's hardly any there. I don't know. I should weigh it. Weigh how much it takes to make a toe, and then I'd know for sure. Should get a scale up here. Oh, my Lycra is all effed up. Ooh. We're just gonna break the Lycra. Good Lord. It's a mess up here. Never put your Lycra through your heel spring, people of Earth. It's such a mess, I'm going to just cut that. Look at this mess. Ugh, okay, doesn't matter. Green, time for our green toe. Plenty of green left. I'll add that back in when I have time. Heel spring on. Lycra back in. Pesky Lycra. I like the Lycra. Okay, we're just about done with this sock. How nice will that be? "75-foot rows." Let's make our toe. Lifting all the needles between 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Because nobody has a deep toe. You can have a high arch and need a deep heel, but nobody's toes are. Oh, this pick keeps falling. Moving up my heel forks. That's too close. It's still too close. Oh well. Move it in a minute. That one's already raised. Oh dear, what's happened? This one's not up enough. It's hitting. Okay, it's all good. That was scary, but it's fine. Up. 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 Tis time. Okay, 2 at a time, and I'm going to move my heel forks. Now I'm going to go down 2 at a time, both of these going down. Suicide wrap. Use at your own risk. If you don't want to cry, then don't do it. What it's doing, instead of me doing it manually, is just taking that if I were to do it manually, I just take that and just pop it behind. That's all it's doing. And that keeps the holes at bay. Just take that and pop it behind. See, it does it for me. It's very handy, but risky. Risky business. Last needle. This is my toe, so I lower this one and this one. Why do I do that? Because instead of coming back around one last time, that row of knitting is going to be my Kitchener stitch. And if I were to do it on the machine, then I'd have too many rows of knitting, and it would, the top of the foot would be, what am I trying to say? The top of the foot would have more rows than the bottom of the foot, and it would be weird and uneven. I mean, it wouldn't be like crazy weird because it's just one row, but still. We don't even want a teeny bit of weird. Snipping my Kitchener tail. Ball that up and put it inside. Let's get a waste yarn. Make sure all this yarn grabs my waste yarn. Lower my back needles and make sure they're all open. We are good to go. Nice. I'll show you how I take it off and then we'll be done. My desk is very messy. So here's that ravel cord I did one row of. Get the ends out. Go to the other side. Grab one leg of that ravel cord like that. Now I pull. Nice. And now when I take this off, I just stick it on my floor and I just use it again next time until it breaks. So let's have a look at my sock. It didn't help. There, a little help. Oy, ay, 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 ay. Got a little snafu there from the heel fork. It just snagged the yarn, but that'll come out in the wash. No big deal. See, no holes. The heel is nice and rounded. There's that little mini tab. Hey, it looks good. I just got a Kitchener of these guys, and they'll be done. Thanks for watching. Bye.